What's up, YouTube? My name is Kyle, and I want to tell you why I opted to purchase a 2015 Ford F150 XL over any other model. The reason behind I decided to get this truck is there's really two big main reasons. The first reason being is cost. So my vehicle cost about $40,000. I did get a few options with the truck that inflated the cost just a little bit over the regular MSRP. But the MSRP on the truck was, I think, right around $38,000, and it ended up being right around $39 and some change by the time I was done. It's expensive, you know, and that was one of the reasons why I decided to get an XL over an XLT, was for the sole fact that these trucks have not gotten any less expensive. So that was one of the main reasons. I didn't want to spend $50,000 on a vehicle. The second reason, and this is probably more of a practicality thing, I didn't have any need whatsoever for any of the other features and benefits of an XL or an XLT model over my XL model. My XL model is essentially fully loaded for a base model truck, so I don't have to really live without any of the normal creature comforts that you would maybe have in a... Had to get through traffic there, sorry guys. I don't have to live without any of the extra creature comforts that you would maybe expect a base model not to have. So, for example, power windows, power locks, a nice stereo system, the infotainment, four-wheel drive. I got, the center console that was nice versus just the bench seat. So there's a lot of different things that I opted to get to make it my own. And quite honestly, the only feature that this doesn't have that an XLT has is a rubber floor versus the carpeted floor. And actually, for me, I prefer to have the rubber floor. I'm an avid outdoorsman. I do have 3 dogs that shed like it's going out of style, and it's just easier to keep clean and to keep up. Just spray it down with some cleaner, wipe it down with a cloth, and you're good to go. Now, the other thing that I opted to get with my truck is because a standard XL model, in my opinion, does not look very handsome. I wanted to get a good-looking truck because I'm gonna have this truck for quite some time. I didn't want it to look like a cheap truck, because well, for one, it's not a cheap truck. I mean, 40 grand is not cheap by any stretch of the truth. It may be on the less expensive side of a truck, but for vehicles, it's not cheap. So I opted to get the Sport Appearance Package. If you're gonna get a budgeted vehicle, get this. It's worth every single penny. It makes the truck look much better, in my opinion. You don't have those god-awful steel wheels that look like dinner plates. You actually get nice spoked aluminum wheels that really it's the same wheels that you can have all the way up to, I believe you can even get them on the Lariat, but it might be like a standard equipment option. But for sure on the XLTs, you get these aluminum wheels. The other thing too is that you do get a color matched bumpers, both front and rear. You do get the fog lights, and it does have a slightly different grille than the front one, or than just the standard model as well. So it makes it look a lot nicer without having to spend the extra money. The other reason why I opted to get an XL over a much higher trim level XLT or even Lariat is, and this one is a personal preference thing, I just don't need it. You know, I'm just not that kind of a guy. I don't need the top of the line everything in order to be happy with my truck. Now I want the things that I want, and I would rather customize it and make it my own than to have something that's very mainstream and cookie cutter. So I really like that I can make it my own, and I don't have to worry about having an astronomical monthly payment for a higher trim level truck. And quite honestly, I haven't wished that I got anything more or less. The one thing that I do suggest, and I don't think it's an option, but I know it's going to be standard equipment in the next couple of years here, is a backup camera. I know you can get a mirror that, you know, you can have the backup cameras for, but get a backup camera. These trucks are very large. They're basically the same size as what trucks were, you know, 10 years ago at a 3/4 ton level. So they're not small, and they can be a little cumbersome in parking lots in particular. So get a backup camera. Besides just the, you know, the obvious benefit of being able to back up to a trailer first time instead of hopping in and out of the truck 4 or 5 times before you get it right. So it's a nice little feature. Again, it's not even standard equipment on the XLT models. It is an option. I don't know if you can get it as a factory installed thing on the XLs, but it's one of those things I'll probably add on my own at some point in time, just because I do think that they're extremely valuable, and, you know, even if it prevents just one little minor fender bender, to me it's worth it. So those are my thoughts on the reasons why I got an XL over any other trim model. If you guys have any questions, or if you want me to explain in more detail, please leave a comment in the section there, and I'll be sure to get back to you guys. Take it easy, guys.